Hi everyone, just thought I'd do, I've got this new piece of kit, CoolMusic BP80 amp, and I'm not sponsored by them at all. Everything you see today, from microphones to leads to splitters to the Ammon A8s, some people say, oh, you're getting paid by these companies to promote it. Let me just get out of the way. I'm not being sponsored by anyone. Why I put these videos out is because I wish I'd heard about these years ago, and I wish I'd heard about something like this years ago, instead of lugging stacks of kit round. Anyway, this is it's only 9 kilos. It's a beautiful colour as well. It's got a little 35mm there, so you can put it on a pole, or you can stand it up that way or this way. Got a nice carrying handle there. It comes in orange. They'll also do another one in black. It's slightly different. It's 100 watts as well, and it's just revolutionised our playing, because you know, myself and Rosemary Rosenfeld, we also have a group, an Eagle Ukulele group. And a lot of the time we're doing care homes, and sometimes you're going through passageways, corridors, up lifts and down again, and we're always taking big music stands and big speakers and this, that and the other stack of equipment, where now we just take this and I'll demonstrate what else it can do, and it's made life so much easier, so much easier. Anyway, let's get into it. 100 watts, and this is the bit that you'll be interested in. On the back you've got take me specs off. You've got all sorts here. You've got a thing, it can connect up to Bluetooth, so it can connect up to your phone, so if you want backing tracks or just playing some music in the interval when you're not playing. I've got a USB stick in there. It covers that as well. It's got a couple of different things. It's got 2 channels here for your mics. It's got like an alternate jack there. You can put a 6.35 jack in there, or you can put a XLR in there. This one's just a 6.35 jack as well. Then you've got 2 inputs here for your guitars, your ukuleles in our way, and you've got your settings on the top here for channel 1 and channel 2. And channel 1, you've got your gain, you've got your low, mid and high. You can put them to your settings, and you've got a great reverb, so on your microphone you can have a great reverb on there. And then for your ukuleles, you've got your separate gain on here, and you've got your buttons there, low, medium, high, but you've also got chorus effect and reverb on there as well. And then you've got your master volume here, right on the end. And this thing is loud. If I was to switch on, let me just, let's have a little, I've got this on pause for the, and pause it again. That was only on about, I wouldn't even say 1, it goes from 0 to 10. That wasn't even on 1, and it's facing towards me. It's really loud. You'll never need anything louder than this, honestly, for any. We've had it in indoor venues, outdoor venues, and it is just brilliant, being busking with it. It's fantastic. The thing I like about it as well, it doesn't need any leads. I mean, it does come with a lead if you want to plug it into the mains, but once you've charged it up through this little port here, it only takes an hour or 2 to charge in if you've been using it most of the day, and it'll work for, I think, 5 or 6, maybe more hours. And it's brilliant. It's also got a mute button on here. You can switch on and off. You can put your phone in there. It's got a recording thing here. You can put an outlet here for another more speaker systems. It's got a headphone thing in there. The thing I like about this, you'd think with the channels, it's got the 4 channels. It's only going to have like 2 mics and 2 ukuleles. Well, you can get splitters. I got splitters like this, so I can stick that into one, and I've suddenly, that's just a 6.35 jack into 2 XLR females, and for the other one I can stick that into there, and I've got another splitter, an XLR into 2 male into 2 females, so we can run 4 mics off this, and we have done, and it's brilliant. It has no problem at all. There's no interference, no problem at all. The only thing is, if you're doing that, switch on both microphones, because if you switch one on and test it, you think it's not working. So both mics have got to be switched on each lead, and then they'll work fine. But if there's not, so if you think about it, and there's 2 of you sharing a mic, say, you could have 8 people in your group. So it's very, very versatile. It's superb. And if I plug, say if I was just to plug that mic in there, let's have a little look. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me just now I'll put the volume up. Whoa, I know I've got this I've got this facing towards me to show you these things, but and then you've got the reverb. You can take that reverb off if you want. You can just have it normal, or you can put a load as much reverb on as you want. Just alter that, and you've got all sorts of different gains, and this thing is loud enough, I'm telling you. So that's the microphones. It's also continue using the mics. It's got a button there. It even gets better, because in this one here, if you've got condenser microphones on this channel here, you can click that button. It's got 48 volts of phantom power, and you can run a condenser off it. It's absolutely incredible. It's just so portable, and it's not even heavy. You can tell I'm over the moon. It's the best bit of kit. And you think, oh, what's the price though, Graham? 230 quid from Amazon, and I'm sure there's lots of other suppliers supply it as well. But as I say, when you're playing, you've got all your bits and pieces, and then, as I say, in the intervals you can play a USB stick, or it's easy done to Bluetooth. It's got some buttons on here to pause, and you can even click the tracks forward of your USB. Just click there, and if you do a long press, it makes it even louder. You can get it even louder. Same on this button here, which is the backwards. If you're on a USB and you want to take it back a track, you can press that one and take it back a track. And if you press it and keep it pressed for a little while, the volume diminishes. So it's very, very versatile in this spot. And as I say, the volume is brilliant. I'll give you an idea. Right, me and Roz found these Ammon A8s, and the wireless receivers and transmitters. And as I say, if I put that one in there and switch on, and I get my ukulele, that's got the little transmitter there, and so again you can put some more chorus on. So, and then you can stick your reverb, as much reverb as you want on. It's just totally brilliant. Now, the keen-eyed amongst you might have seen, I'll just take this back out, switch it off. The only thing I found was, myself and Roz, we both have these Ammon A8 wireless transmitters receivers, and they have 4 different channels, and you'll see a link below. I've done a review on these, and these are brilliant. So cheap, about £15 for a pair. Best thing we've ever gone, because you can jump around on stage and you don't have any leads to trip you over. It's absolutely worth every penny, and these are rechargeable as well. Just check out the link below. But the thing is, when I got this, I thought, right, on our other system, we'd plug in, me and Roz, and we'd be playing away, and everything was great. We plugged into here, put our different channels in. We're getting all sorts of a slight bit of interference, and I thought, we're gonna have to play this. This is the only downside. We're gonna have to play our ukes with the leads. But hey ho, I had a weird moment, and I stuck on the back of them, mine and Roz's, on the receiver, just some silver duct tape, and we plugged them into there. Roz's goes in there, back to back with the duct tape on. Fixed the problem. Maybe you engineers out there will be able to tell me why it fixed the problem. I just think it's just stopped any transmission of signals interfering between the two, even though the channels were different. I don't know. It may be that if you've got better receivers and transmitters, these wireless come in Aklot. There's all sorts of different companies do these, from anything from £15 a pair to well over £130 plus. And I would imagine the dearer ones, maybe you don't have that problem with. But if you do and you get this, and you do like us, and you're putting 2 in wireless, and if you do have any issues, then just try the old duct tape trip. But I don't think there's much else I can tell you about it. Apart from that, it's just absolutely brilliant. I wish I'd known about this a long time ago, because it looks great. As I say, you can pop it on a stand if you want, and you'll see other videos online of if you check them out, of people playing them out in the street, and if that's what you want to do, go busking by yourself or with another couple or more. But CoolMusic BP80 100 watts. They do another one. It's a little bit dearer, 120 watts, but to be honest, playing outside with this, no problems at all. Absolutely great. And as I say, let me if you need to know anything about this, or the mics, or the wireless things, or even the uke, that's just again, I'm not sponsored. This is just the best ukulele I've ever had. This is an Aklot Electro acoustic tenor, and it's about £75. Again, you can get them off Amazon or places like that, and it's just brilliant. It's got its own controls up here, so I can alter when I'm playing this. If I've got suddenly a solo, I can just got a separate volume on here. I can swing that up, play my solo, and then whiz it back down. And this is by far the best ukulele, and I've had a lot of ukuleles. By far the best ukulele I've ever had. And I think I've done a review of this as well. Check that out. I'll put the link below as well. Anyway, have fun. I hope you found it useful, and take care and leave it. I'll let the beautiful Roz switch me off. Bye for now.